Good morning, Larry Cybusma here. I've got an entry here to the Art Prize 2016, the upcoming event this year in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I want you to see my entry. And let's have a little fun this morning. I'm a known artist, have done things in the past for children, and it's been a lot of fun. I love Art Prize in Grand Rapids, great opportunity. It's billed as the world's largest art contest, open to everyone in the world to not only attend, but to enter. And so, that said, I need some help, and I will get to that, but first let's have some fun. I have a swarm that is locked up in my barn of these flies, dragonflies and mayflies, and they have quite a story to tell. They're all built from recycled materials from the local scrapyard, and that makes them all a little bit different. But let me tell you the story that I had planned this year at Art Prize 2016 to put a swarm of 100, and you'll see them later, over the Grand River, mostly along the shore, just to intrigue children. And here's a bit of the story, and the story's much bigger. And scientists and biologists and DNR can probably explain it better. But let me give you a short story. I live out in the country, so I see bugs. Some of them bite me, but most of them have a real purpose here on Earth, and I want to tell kids. The dragonfly, going back 300 million years, was the first insect to ever have wings. Today it's still the fastest flying insect on Earth. It feeds on hundreds of mosquitoes every day. It catches them all in flight, and it never misses its target. Now let's go to the mayfly. That is what most people see swarming in Grand Rapids over the Grand River. It's an interesting fly. Its lifespan is only 48 hours. It hatches off the water, and it looks a lot like this. Within a few hours, it molts to this. This is now the female mayfly. She, within that 48-hour period, lays 1,200 eggs on the Grand River. 1,200 eggs. And then they hatch. And they turn into river bugs, known as the nymph. This is an example of him. This is what they look like. And guess what? It's Mother Nature's main food source for all the fish and all the living creatures in this river. It's a pretty exciting story. And I want to show you the 100 that are locked in my barn. Art Prize is an open contest for everybody. But this year, they chose to deny my entry. Matter of fact, they have chose to deny me as a person. Before I take you off to the barn and show you this swarm, that's what inspired me, and let me tell you that real quick. About a year ago, it was passed on to me that a third grade school teacher in Grand Rapids was posed the question, what do children love to do at recess? And her answer was, they love to look for bugs. With that, I was inspired to do this project, and so let's go off to the barn and see what it looks like. Welcome to my messy workshop. I just wanted you to see the raw materials that I have salvaged from the junkyard and have built River Flies Art Prize 2016. And now we can go upstairs and see the project. supporters, especially my wife. She gave up her winter vacation so I could build these flies. And the letters of endorsement from the City of Grand Rapids, from the DNR, from members of the Grand Rapids Police Department, Fire Department, the moms and dads, the kids that left in words of encouragement on my phone, on my Facebook. I am deeply grateful. This project started as just a simple idea. It grew to be a passion for me. I worked a long time on this project and I had plans. I wanted to just find a location on public property along the Grand River to set up, and hopefully a few kids would come and see it, and we'd have a chance to share this wonderful story. Well, not everybody shared my vision, and I know today that the chances of that happening were not great. I know a lot more today than I knew 3 months ago, and I'm okay with that. But I'm being portrayed as an angry old man with an axe to grind, ranting, and I don't want to go away with people thinking that. I'm a man of passion, deep passion. I served the Holland Fire Department for almost 37 years as a volunteer, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day of the year, on call. I shared that relationship with a lot of men and women that had the same passion. And they could be asked, and I had a lot of passion. I want to be seen as that. Again, this project is not going to happen. Also, yesterday, it was quite disturbing when I saw some information put out by the organization that implied that I was out to discredit the DeVos family. That saddens me. A little over a year ago today, or a year ago, that I stood in a trauma section of one of the hospitals in Grand Rapids provided greatly by the DeVos family. My son's life was in the balance. And with 26 doctors, they took care of it. I don't have an extra degree. With that said, I still have great vision for this project. I've set up a website, it's got contact information on it. I'm sure there are people out there that have better ideas than me. If we can reach out to some kids, inspire them with this, drag a few of these flies around to maybe some programs, I want to hear about it. Go to my website, freetheflies.com, and leave me your thoughts. And let's see what we can do. Let's take on new vision for this project. And again, thanks so much for your support.